Everybody, welcome back to TrendingSA. I cannot carry this on the whole time.
No, but I love it. Stop it, babes.
It would have been TrendingSA the musical. We're not giving you any ideas to come and bite us. In the culo. Still coming up, Mapule Ndlovu is going to be joining us in studio. Queen Fitness is her name, and she is amazing, gracing the cover of Women's Health this month. All right, Nina, you've got some tweets for us, I believe.
That is correct, Pabi.
Hi.
All right, so that cruise, Baloy Mpo, says, I have been tweeting you guys since last year, but you don't read my tweets. Please today.
You're welcome tonight.
Please today.
You've been blessed.
Love you, Baloy.
And then Tapelo Sia says, TrendingSA, if TrendingSA gets cancelled or ended, Struznyasi, you mean Struznyani? I'm hanging.
Jeez, that's a little
I'm not going to finish reading that.
I don't like that.
I don't like any of
dark.
that.
But please, but
we like you, but
and that is the spirit,
people.
loving the show.
Loving the show.
That. But please leave your girlfriend's panties alone.
I don't mind. Play with your girlfriend's panties, but just
no, don't play with the panties.
All
There's muti in those things.
But it's time now for In Other News. Do not sing ooh.
And tonight's In Other News, guys, okay, look, if you're at home and you're eating, put your cornflakes away because, or if you're eating biltong, put that away. If you're eating, if you know anyone that's ever eaten, put it away and just watch, all right? This segment got me shook, Siskuli. It is very hectic, all right? Shook is not even the right word, like, it's more like, you know that when you're dry heaving, you're gagging. All right. I was scrolling through my Facebook page and I saw an article that read, this guy served his friends tacos made from his own amputated leg. That's what it said.
Wow.
One friend had to spit me into a napkin.
Oh man, that's just gross. He's loving it.
So I clicked on the link due to morbid fascination and also kind of hoping that it was a hoax story, and now I'm telling it to you because I want to ruin your day. Behold, the story seems semi-legit, all right? It goes like this. A man by the name of Incredibly Shiny Shart shared his story on Reddit, which is obviously a very credible source. Apparently 2 years ago, he was in a motorcycle crash. His foot was shattered in the accident to the point where he could never walk on it again.
Ow.
That's obviously Maradona's x-ray. When the doctor asked if he wanted to amputate, his retort was, because obviously he was not under anesthetic, he was just asked the doctor if he could keep it, and the doctor said, why, of course, I don't see why not. So he waited 2 years before he could share the story of what he did with his amputated leg. But first, I'm going to speak to a medical professional. Dr. Musa,
yes, ma'am.
Please balance me because this story is only standing on one leg. What is the law on patients keeping their amputated parts?
So generally, if you have a surgery, for religious reasons, you can request that your body part come back to you so that you can go bury it, because most people want to be buried whole. So even if you lose a leg today and you're buried in 30 years' time, you can go bury the leg, and then when you're 30 years' time dead, then we can bury you too.
Thank you, Dr.
As
Musa.
a package. But yeah, random requests for keeping random things like that.
Do you think he would have been awake at that time in real life to say, oh, actually, I really want that piece?
Yeah, I would have. I mean, he would have had some drugs in him, some painkillers, but you can't get consent without actually being compass mentors.
That probably explains the accent then. All right, so this guy, his name is Incredibly Shiny Shart, which is a terrible name. The hospital did give him his foot in a red plastic bio-waste bag, and off he went with his foot under his arm. And his magic ingredient that was missing in his tacos.
Guys, this is so gross. So wait, do you remember? I don't know if you guys remember last year a case of 5 men who were apprehended in KZN after allegedly eating and possibly allowing hundreds more people to eat human flesh. According to South African law, guys, please listen, there is no criminal charge for eating human flesh. But the National Health Act clearly states that it is illegal to be in possession of any human tissue unless authorized by relevant people like Musa or institutions. However, the desecration or mutilation of a corpse is a criminal act, and the means of acquiring any body parts can, of course, also be criminal. Leave people's bodies alone. These cadavers, leave them alone.
But now listen, speaking of cadavers, Kardashians, so there are a lot of gray areas, because if you remember, the Kardashians were quite at the forefront of this, right? Eating your own placenta. I know...
apparently it's very rich in minerals.
Yes, and they make you look deranged, like this woman, Kaduchi Kardashian. Now listen, what she did, Kaduchi, is that she cooked her placenta after giving birth, and then the placenta comes out, and then she cooked it up and fed it to her family on the television show. I know people who have also made smoothies out of their placenta, and others get them capsulized into pill forms. And also,
yes,
and Catherine Heigl, it just came, it's in my teeth. Catherine Heigl, who's an actress, gave birth to this tiny child and then ate the sack that was surrounding the child shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
Macabre.
So, you know, things you'll find on Reddit. Anyway, putting things into perspective. This guy did not eat his placenta. In fact, he got 10 of his friends to join him, and they ate his foot. Of course, in a taco. That's crazy.
Oh, gross.
That's his friends preparing the foot meat.
Didn't he get his friend who was a chef to make it most delicious?
They you know, if they always talked about how if they ever got a chance to ethically eat human flesh, they might try it. So they took this chance, and apparently initially asked 11 people, but only 10 of them agreed.
Of course.
And then one of his friends said she'd ask her boyfriend, who was a chef.
I see.
And he would do the cooking, and he did. And he said, yes, I'll cook the foot. And
so
let's check out what it looked like. Guys.
No, man. This thing's got too much meat, this thing for food.
There's too much meat there. That looks like a kudu.
But wasn't it his leg? Maybe it was the lower part of his leg.
Maybe they did like a below knee amputation and they got some of that calf out.
Foot.
But let me tell you, if you were to eat my calf, you could feed the nation for years.
I agree, mine too.
I'm getting visuals, guys.
All right, so look, they were saying that his foot tasted beefy in flavor, but it was also tough and chewy. And the foot was marinated overnight by the chef, who then sauteed it with onions, peppers, salt, pepper, and of course lime juice, because you know. And then he served in a corn tortilla with some tomato tortilla sauce. And I just want to thank Lucky so much for this segment that he found on Reddit. I love you.
Brilliant. Sprinkled with some insanity and also a little bit of
madness and some macabre.
Exactly. It's time now for, say it with me, friends, That's So Savage.
It's World Cup fever all around the globe. But one wife banned her husband from going to this year's World Cup. This after him and his friends made a pact in 2014 that they would all go to Russia 2018. But poor Javier had to back out. He posted a video on Facebook to let his friends know that it was game over for him, because in his words, when she said no, and it's no. La la la. And then of course Javier and his friends had made big plans ahead of time. They bought a school bus, painted it in Mexican colors and symbols, put the bus on a boat to Europe so that they could drive it all the way to Russia. But Javier did make his way to the World Cup, guys. Well, sort of. His Savage friends made a cardboard cutout of him, put the cardboard cutout of Javier on the bus, and off they went to the World Cup. Savage. We love it.
I love
the messages on the shirt loosely translated, my woman said no, while the rest of Javier was sitting, while the real Javier,
It wasn't just his foot, it was a cardboard cutout of him. Of course. So where was the real Javier?
He was sitting at home with his wife. Probably she was making him knit. The cardboard Javier is currently having the time of his life in Russia. And it is no surprise that the cardboard Javier went viral on social media. Here he is drinking an ice-cold beer before the game. What a loser. Oh. His friends are losers.
Oh. I think shame. His friends just wanted him to have fun.
But they're reminding him, Lala. And here he is showing off his dance moves at a fan park. I mean, really, people must get lives, though. Arriba. He's having so much fun that he's even found wife number 2, 3, Jongani, Momomo. The cardboard cutouts. Ooh, la-la-las.
Wow.
Hey, now.
Quite hard, though, touching that. Right, and after 1 tequila, 2 tequila, free tequila. This is what happened to the poor guy. Wow. His friends do they actually watch the World Cup, or were they just playing with the cardboard cutout? Guys, it's not clear as to why Javier's wife savagely denied his request to go to the World Cup. She must calm down as well. But the theory is that could be because soccer fans take their love of the game a bit too far. They need to calm down. Even the so-called rules for girlfriends to follow during the World Cup resurfaced online because of the story, Jongan. If I hear you say Cristiano Ronaldo is hot, get out.
Get
down. Replays are very important.
Yes.
I don't care if I've already seen it. If needs be, I'll rewind the whole game and watch it again.
Correct.
And then the last one, having sex. Wow. Having sex unless oral while I'm watching the game is out of bounds. You don't normally do it, so don't do it to try and get my attention. Wow. Okay. Such a special sunflower that one is. But thankfully, the team from Glasgow Live, a UK news site, wrote these witty and fun clapbacks for the trolls who share these rules, Jongan. If I hear you say Cristiano is hot, get out. Basically, it equals I'm uncomfortable in my sexuality and worried that any mention of Ronaldo's sculptured abs will prompt unwanted stirrings in my nether regions. And then the last one, replays are very important. I don't care if I've already seen it. If needs be, I'll rewind it and watch it again. Means I keep looking at those WhatsApp messages you sent me in 2015 to remind me of when you found me attractive. Losers. Guys, it's okay to love the game, but don't be petty. Just don't be extra.
Let me tell you something. Cristiano Ronaldo is hot, and you can't kick me out of my own house.
And he's the best footballer of all time.
Hey, don't messy around with us here. We'll be right back. It's time for an ad break.
Of all time.
Hands up for your colors.